Hi, and welcome to Freedom Phrase number 95. Freedom phrases are a few words that I string together. They usually start off as like just a few words in my head. Maybe they come out as an alliteration or a question or familiar words, but yet all of a sudden I put them together a little bit differently. And so I'm brought to a different way of thinking. And what I love about these is that I want them to encourage you to think differently, to solve problems more generatively, to make decisions more expansively, to think more creatively. And today's freedom phrase is actually a question. It's one that was inspired by a podcast that I listened to yesterday called Insights at the Edge. And Tammy Simons interviewed a woman by the name of Dr. Tara Trent. So this question came from there, and that is, what is the goal of your soul? What is the goal of your soul? If you're halfway awake on this planet, you've probably asked yourself before, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? What's my mission? What am I supposed to accomplish? What's my heart calling for me to do? So what is the goal of your soul? And Dr. Trent her story is so incredibly inspiring. I encourage you to really go listen to it because she didn't have a dream. She didn't know that there was something that she was supposed to do other than, you know, raise children and do what her ancestors had done. But she was inspired by a teacher, and how appropriate on National Teacher Week, although that should be every single day, shouldn't just be a week dedicated to it. But she was inspired to actually voice her dreams. And she goes on to talk about what her dreams were and talk about like overcoming obstacles. Her dreams were so important. And if you listen, you'll understand like all of the things that she had to go through to make those dreams come true. And in the end, though, at the end of that interview, Tammy asks her, so you knew what you were here to do, but what about the rest of us? Like, how are we supposed to know what is the goal of our soul? And she said, well, ask yourself the question, what breaks your heart? What breaks your heart? I was like, whoa. Because if you actually think about what breaks your heart, you will have a clue into the goal of your soul. You might have heard people say your message is in the mess. Um, so often the thing that's most important to you is actually what you're here to overcome or to help other people overcome or to contribute in your own signature way. So for me, what breaks my heart is how work used to get done, how people, used to do commerce in the 20th century and how that's still happening today. I take a stand for leadership and a new paradigm for leadership. And when that isn't happening in this world, that hurts my heart. I don't want people to be manipulated. I don't want horrible ingredients to be out there to be sold. I don't want people to feel lack, and that's why they buy things. So I'm hoping that the leadership coaching that I'm doing is helping business get done differently because the leaders are taking full responsibility. They remember who they are. That's just one of the things. The other thing that breaks my heart is the environment. It makes me sad what's happened with how much trash there is, and what's happening with recycling or lack of recycling, and how much consumerism and how much spending that we're doing on things that we are just throwing away. That breaks my heart. So there are ways that the goal of my soul is to rectify some of this stuff in whatever way, my signature way of doing it. So ask yourself, what breaks your heart? And you will find the answer to the question, what is the goal of your soul? If you know of anybody that would benefit from today's freedom phrase, please share this with them. And if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, Jackie Lesser, please do so now, because these are ideas we're spreading. They help people feel freer. And the way of spreading ideas, well, the best way of spreading ideas is through love, because love is the way. So get in the way, and I will see you here again next time.